И здравейте! Ето, че е време, както виждате пред вашите екрани, да продължим с втори епизод от поредицата ни на Батман, The Telltale Series. Мога да кажа от първия епизод, че направихме много грешки, но играта наистина доста добре се е направили. Аз, човек, който не е много голям фен на Батман, мога да кажа, че наистина е доста добре. А на вас мога да ви пожелая приятно гледане. Ако искате още такива клипове гейминг от мен, ако обичате игри, може да се абонирате за този канал. Също така, ако харесвате поредичките на Батман, да харесате този клип. Втория епизод се казва Children of Arkham. И в него огромна роля сигурно ще играе Ос. Онзи, който ни спаси там от уния. То ние щяхме да се справим, но той ни помогна, да. И наистина сега ми е много интересно и ще видим дали ще мога да изиграя в този епизод в този клип целият епизод 2, ако не ще го разделя пак на две части. Така че благодаря на всички, които гледате и нека да започнем епизод 2. Пожелавам ви приятно гледане и да видим какво ни е подготвил Батман във втория епизод. Нямам търпение наистина да разбера. Сега ще ни припомни сигурно какво стана в миналия. Или...
When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette.
Carmine
Falcone?
Is
the Dent campaign
единствено
soliciting votes from
заслужавам
Gotham's biggest
единствено
crime family?
мисля, че сгрешихме с избора да убием Фалконе.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous. Bye, Bat.
This is Selena.
И така, където разследвахме какво се е случило.
Falcone's calling card.
The chemicals. Where are they?
We're all being played here, including you.
И за това действие съжалявам.
The Waynes.
Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in
И
Gotham.
тук е излезна, че някой наистина и нас ни е излагал. Тъй като ние тук що се объркахме тотално. Добре, интересно е. Ще видим сега какво ще стане във втория епизод. Очаквам наистина да е по-добър от първия. И да видим дали с кого ще се разправяме пак в този епизод. Отново тъмния Готам. Мрачния Готам, по-точно. Понякога ми бъгва в началото само. Но надявам се това да ни попречи. Защо седим в дъжда?
Only you now, Master Bruce. I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this. I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
tell me all of this is a lie?
I wish I could. There are no angels in Gotham, Bruce. Maybe there never were. I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades.
Не трябваше да убием, не трябваше да убием.
I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce.
Един то
You
накрая му
can't
се
amass
развикахме.
that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
My money has never corrupted me.
And I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm. Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Working with Falcone and Hill. I expected a regular accounting, not a pact with the devil.
Your father was a good man in many ways, but this was his undoing. I want you to know, I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore.
Сигурно в този епизод ще разберем истината за баща ни и за всички там. Главно за баща ни.
Everything I did, everything I've ever done was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
We are still...
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again. This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big.
Между другото сега...
There it was.
He got careless. Criminals always
Сега
do.
събирам пари за... или за веб-камера, или за ново столче. И да. Ще гледам бавно да се развиваме, за да може да веб-камерата да не е от телефона ми. Така че...
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
По-бавно ще... Какъвто маняк.
Standing here, right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I take him to jail, just like any other criminal.
But he's not just any criminal, is he? He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Да видим тия графити.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
No, it's just too bad he wasn't honest as well.
He had his flaws, yes. But you more than anyone should be able to appreciate that he was a complicated man.
Harvey Dent.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Ние ще отмъстим. Ние сме Батман.
Where exactly does the memory end?
Мачек.
With my father pleading.
Кога не бях играл Батман или гледал
And the
Батман.
gunfires.
And after that?
Сами даже някакво много странно.
There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Stay back!
Take whatever you want.
Nothing personal, just business. He told me you had it coming.
You don't have to do this. Tell Falcone. He's making a mistake.
То поне не е застрелял нас, това е най-хубавото. Защото има някои, дето ще застрелят ти всички, дори да е дете.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Батман ще се така. Добре. Започваме. Добре. Втори епизод. Batman The Telltale Series. Както ви казах, отдавна исках да играя тази игра и сега наистина ми е много приятно да играя. Директно се пускаме в районното. Ние всъщност какво ще видим там?
Getting you in to see Falcone like this? I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking.
Той дет ни
Don't get me
нападна.
wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support.
This is a personal matter, Harvey.
Fine, don't tell me. But I hope none of this comes back to bite us. I don't want headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
We had to put Falcone in the infirmary. Batman practically tore him in half. He's helped us a lot in the past, but if you ask me, he's out of control.
Well,
whoever he is behind the mask, Batman's a hero to me.
And that's the problem. People are either scared out of their wits or they're trying to copy him.
Well, at least someone's getting tough on these guys. I tell you, I'd rather have Falcone in here than out on the street.
You weren't there, Harvey. You didn't see it.
Ще поправим нещата. Сега, че направихме така глупост с Фалкони.
Falcone's inside. Say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
Епизод 2. Ще оживее Фалкончето. Нищо, че го наръгахме толкова гадно.
Bruce Wayne. You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. It's like a mausoleum in here.
You know you're going to die in jail.
I'll get witness protection in Tahiti, kid. I'm dying on the beach. Talk like that. You remind me of your father. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins.
Did you have something to do with his death?
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pop digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. But you showed me the door.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do.
Това обаче му е много трудно да говори.
Can't think through it.
То нормално човек ни толкова много наръгах.
Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Matt?
I'm not here to take care of you. You deserve to suffer for what you've done. Of course, you'd never know the truth. How much of your old man is in you?
I'm no murderer, Falcone. Unlike you.
Ако щяхме да го убим за малко и...
That's why you were kept in the dark. He loved you, you know. He did it all for you. He protected his own. And if you got on his bad side, your father was more ruthless than any of us. He had a switch, you know. Still, made us all rich, including you. Some people just have the mind for it.
I hardly remember anything about him.
Yet you see his legacy every day in Wayne Enterprises.
He made everyone rich, and you still had him killed.
What, you really think I ordered the hit? Sure, I
Това
worked with
значи се
Joe
чудя
Chill
то
from
как е
time to
оживял
time.
човек.
Put a button on someone,
Ма
he'd
те
take
полицайци
him
пък
out.
дойдоха
But I
веднага.
never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
They're waiting for you in hell! The bastard had to die!
Майко. Ето това не го очаквах въобще. Не бях готов да цъкам копчета. Майко. Ей, това не го очаквах. Първо си помислих, че ние сме го направили. Викам, кога избрах такова нещо? Майко. И край с Фалкони.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
Ужас. Ма тя имаше нещо е тук. Е тук нещо зелено. Сигурно е нещо похапана ли, дядо?
I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
It just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Slow down, Harvey. We need the facts first.
The simple fact is she walked in and shot him.
Then we need the complex facts, like how and why.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
Тук има някакви работи.
Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood. Her veins, still visible beneath her skin. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Чакай, аз да съм по-подготвен, че силно съм на филм, разбираш ли, и не очаквам нищо.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
It's not good, Sergeant. You shot Falcone.
I did what? No. God, it's true.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talked big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what.
Like you were hypnotized? Under some mind control?
Not mind control, more like my impulse control was gone. My anger was the only thing that mattered. I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. So how is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
Someone used her as a weapon, Harvey. They drugged her and sent her after Falcone.
Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
Старшата малко се ядоса, май.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
Ето я тая, дето забравих
What are you
името.
doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
The press can't seem to leave me alone.
Yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe it's your cologne. Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No, I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened.
Се съгласим с нея.
A police sergeant, Renee Montoya.
Wait, Sergeant Montoya?
You didn't get this from me.
Довиждане, госпожа. Тя уби Фалконе. Аз между другото си мислех, че аз го убих в първи епизод към края. И те написах даже и епизода. Обаче той се оказал жив нашия човек за кратко.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scan on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks. Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Falcone got off easy by getting killed. He deserved much worse.
Whoever did this was judge, jury, and executioner. No one should act as all three. I hope he told you something before he was killed. What did you learn from him?
Let's just focus on the task at hand.
Fair enough, Master Bruce. But if you learned something about your parents' murder, I deserve to know.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds. The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control. This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you...
With this drug, they can exploit anyone's baser impulses, the things they would otherwise control.
Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Това трябва ли нещо да правим? Засяне? Но трябва. тук. Всяква. Сега стои ли да го направим? Много екстри тук станаха изведнъж, братко мой. Дай да видим сега ти къде ще е. Ти ще е долу. Не? Задобряхме какво? Така.
The Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Skyline Club. Той е там, дето ние го убихме. Дето го наръгахме, да, също. Тук ще се приготвим за действия. Аз казах, че тук още ще играе голяма роля. Какъв е това?
You lot, come check out his office. Where is he? Oh, please, please. You can help me, or you...
Let him go.
Batman! It's about time! You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. Oh, don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen.
I said let him go.
You hear that, Roland? That sounded like an order.
I'll crush him.
Now, have a little respect for the Bat. Think he underestimates you. Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone. Impaling a man on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out.
You don't decide who lives and who dies. That's not justice.
But it's bloody well satisfying, isn't it? As a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go. How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
Oswald Cobblepot. What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you?
Gotta admit, you've got flair. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
They found Catwoman. What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with.
Но ние сега се справим с това, нямаш жертви.
Selina.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
Оле. Моля. Маняк на това нищо му няма, ей. Къде избяга това, бе?
Alfred, track down Selina Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
Я да видим какво ще стане тук. Че стана изведнъж много интересно. О, ние сме с бръската ли сега? Аз мислех, че отидем там при... Или ни отидем при Селина сега. The stack deck. Добре, дайте да върнем на там. Ся. Така.
You lost? Because I don't have time for tourists. Looks like you walked into the wrong bar.
Do you know Selina Kyle? There are men after her.
Uh-huh. When aren't there?
Well, these ones are trying to kill her.
Hey, don't I know you? It is you. Knew it.
То май ще ни прави дирто, я.
Cops take all your fancy clothes? Are you trying to lay low?
Look, back off. Now.
Jesus, man. No need to get all dramatical.
Leave him alone, Frank. Man's just trying to have a quiet drink.
Seems more like he's trying to start a fight. But... whatever.
Selina, I need to tell you something important.
Better be an apology. You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem. Instead, you just pissed him off.
I'm sorry things went down the way they did, but I have information.
Наистина трябва да я предпазим.
His name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin? Shit. You've got to be kidding me. You should have just killed me on that rooftop. I'm dead anyway. When you screw someone over, you really screw them. The Penguin.
Ако чуете някакви шумове,
But I need you to tell me
баща ми
everything you know about him.
I only know
говори по-силно малко и за това, ама няма дирто.
He's a big deal across the pond. He's more dangerous than you think.
I've seen his rap sheet. Just a string of petty crimes, nothing major.
So he's good at covering his tracks. No one gets to his level without knowing how to keep a low profile. Besides, you really think there's another guy going by Penguin? The question is, why Gotham? Why now? It's not like he's hurting for crime syndicates abroad. Why leave that?
He thinks he's changing the world for the better, no matter the cost.
Well, he's no Joan of Arc, that's for sure. Well, I'm not sticking around here to find out.
Oswald, Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay?
If Penguin is everything you say, there's no tree high enough for you to climb. He will find you.
So what are you suggesting? The bat helps the cat?
And the cat helps the bat.
Bruce, sweetie, the gallant knight thing, it really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together. After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl. Harvey knows that.
I'm sorry, why are we talking about Harvey?
He's your friend, isn't he? Just seeing how much of a
Са
conscience you
приятели.
really have. You and I...
Don't wreck my bar.
Well, Bruce, you were right.
Selena Kyle, Penguin says hello.
Обчайте, аз да се приготвя тук.
Beat it. We're here for her. If you care about your own skin, you'll get the hell out.
Gentlemen, please. Sit. Have a drink. Let's work this out like civilized people.
We're done talking.
Успях. Айде бе, давайте, не сме готови за още. Оу. Оу.
Not done yet.
Доста добре. Айде. Още ли искат тия маняци?
Then let's give it to him.
Майко, ние сме голям екип, бе.
You fight pretty good for such a pretty boy. Come on, this way.
А те да се измъкнем, че тия ченгета опасни. Ни сакат не сме с костюмите.
Quick, check the alleyway.
You see anything? Negative. Let's check the other side.
Are we alone?
Yeah, we're alone.
Аре бе, решете се, малко тук да стават малко страсти.
Let's get out of here.
Ей, тя пък ни позволи и трябваше ни да се направим на недостъпни.
I'll take the rooftops. You take the alley.
Wait. Yes or no, will you help me stop Penguin?
I'm gonna say maybe, but only because he's trying to kill me.
Pretty good reason to say yes.
You shouldn't trust me, you know.
Ей, трябваше... Сега ние да се направим на недостъпни, ама нищо карай. Аз гледам, че са
uploaded the
целунат
contents
наистина.
of a smartphone to the back computer. Check to see if there's anything on the phone we can use.
То ние взехме дато и. Я да видим.
Processing it now. Is everything all right? There are quite a few police cars convening on your location.
It's fine. Has the back computer found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here, all from Mayor Hill.
Mayor Hill?
The last voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
This is very shady indeed.
I should have guessed. Hill's working with Penguin. If Hill's talking to Penguin, he must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree. The mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word of advice. The whole world was horrified at what Batman did to Falcone. You terrorized the mayor too. You could lose Gotham's goodwill completely. Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately. Bruce would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's lips.
Going as Batman is the sure bet.
Как се минахме пред полицайчетата? Като някакви тишкарчета. Какво сега с Батманчето ли сме? Майко. Добре бе, Батмане.
Alfred, I'm not in the mood for a lecture. The city will thank me later if Hill tells me Penguin's plans.
То как ни усетито и падани от човек, то ние ще вчупим пода още малко.
Deborah, you incompetent! Dents up in the polls. I need to crucify him in the debate or we can kiss re-election and your job goodbye. You'd better be back here in the next 15 minutes or I'm getting your pay. Deborah, who's there? Deborah? Is that you?
It's just you and me, old man.
Batman? What are you doing here?
You know who Penguin is.
So I've heard of him. So what? I've got nothing to do with that lowlife. Do you hear me?
You think people will still vote for you when you've got no teeth left?
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same. Wayne, there's the real problem. He's the one you should be after. Every fiber of his being built on lies.
You really believe that?
I witnessed firsthand the atrocities of his family, and he's the one who profited. Security! Pick up, goddammit! Security!
То път няма да убиваме и то.
I've done nothing wrong.
I want the truth, and I'll break every bone in your body to get it.
You're insane. Just like they say. A madman in a mask. Penguin wants revenge for what happened to his mother. Thomas Wayne sent her to Arkham, along with who knows how many other innocents. Nothing was wrong with any of them.
Something this big couldn't have been hidden. There'd be records.
With enough money, you can make anything, or anyone, disappear. I didn't dare speak up. Whatever happened in the past, it's nothing compared to what's happening now. Penguin isn't the only child of Arkham. There are others whose families were destroyed by Wayne. They'll make Gotham pay for his sins.
They'll have to go through me first.
If I hadn't given Penguin what he wanted, he would have struck at the debate tonight. I didn't just do this for myself. I'm trying to protect Gotham. Finally. About damn time.
It's Batman! Shoot him! Come on, get the mayor out of here!
Добре, тук се справихме, наистина добре справихме.
Indeed, I'm just as frustrated as you are.
Hill seems to think he's safe, but Penguin's still out there.
Добре, бе, Батманчо. Аз викам... Дайте само да видим къде отиваме сега. Добре, знаете ли какво? Ние сега тук, тя сама се съсейва играта, добре. Ами спираме до тук, приятели, спираме до тук, за да може да имаме минути за другия епизод и другия епизод вече да довършим втория епизод. Добро епизод че стана, смятам, че и втория епизод ще бъде интересен и ще свърши много интересно. Благодаря, че останахте в този клип. Може да се абонирате, ако ви харесва това, което правя, и също така може да харесате този клип, ако ви харесва проектата на Батман, и да дизлайкнете, ако разбира се не ви харесва. Аз продължавам след малко да завърша и втория епизод целия, така че да видим какво ще се получи. Благодаря на тези, които гледаха отново. Чао, чао! Ще се видим в следващия епизод.